uncovered you in all of your ways, destroying what's left with your foolish games. You push us all down to take this away, this dream we still have. You can't take this away.
Good evening and welcome to Zero X Media. What's up, everybody? It's Dustin back again with my buddy Adam. Adam, what's up, man?
Man, I'm doing good, Dustin. If I was any better, I'd be you.
Yeah, I am feeling pretty good right now. We got some people in the chat already. Jamie Bolton, let's go Outcast Motorsports. How about Robbie Tester in the house, everybody? Come on, get hyped. Come on. Well, last Tuesday night, we had some drama unfold at the end. Oh, by the way, tonight, folks, we are at North Wilkesboro. What's going to be the key tonight, Adam?
Consistency, no overdriving. It's super easy to overdrive, especially when you're underneath another car or truck, rather. So, yeah, overdriving. That's what these guys need to watch.
Well, we were watching them warm up, too. And another thing that they're going to have to watch is when somebody's calling that they're pitting.
Yeah, exactly. We just saw that. Yeah, we got to watch that.
Yeah, he said he's going to pit. The other truck didn't woe up. Smacked him. Oh, there goes Ronnie Welcher around.
Yep. Oh, he pitted. Pitted him.
Yeah, he
Randy
did.
goes.
All right, let's get to the point standings for the playoffs. Sorry, I didn't have time to make a list here, but Matthew Montgomery is your points leader. Eric Johnson in second. Brandon Brock in third. Josh Yarbrough in fourth. Fifth is Chase Stempley. Sixth, Brian Zemer. Brian Welchel in seventh. Charles Wilson in eighth. And Jordan Bridges ninth. And Anthony Bennett is currently in 10th. We had a little bit of a shake-up last week in the truck series on that final restart. What happened, Adam?
Well, we had Chase Stifley out front, and the green flag flew in the air. And this league has a rule about switching lanes before the start-finish line, and he went to the apron before the start-finish line, which ultimately cost him the win.
Unfortunate, but rules are rules. He got moved back. Eric Johnson ended up being your winner.
Eric won it and couldn't even celebrate it. So
That's right.
he needs to be doing some donuts tonight.
And
Not
that-
during the race. Hopefully not during the race.
Well, speaking of which, let's go ahead take a look at your driver cams of the evening. Where's he at? Ronnie Welchel, everybody. Out there driving in VR. By the way, he is a sponsored driver. Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds also sponsoring this league. Talk about it every week. Go to GeorgiaMountainFairgrounds.com. Go check out what they got going on right now. Y'all know, till May 11th, you got the Rhododendron Festival, and then the 8th through the 10th. So that's right around the corner, next couple days. You got the Top of Georgia Plein Air Fine Arts Festival, and then you also have the Acoustic Sunsets at Hamilton Gardens. I swear it means spring series, but it says Spang series. Don't believe me, go look at the website. But that's the May 8th through the 29th, so you got time to get over there and check out all that. But, yeah, that's Ronnie on the cam there. Let's see, who else do we have? Drew Coon. We got him out here. Highlight him. Check out Drew, the serial killer.
What's his paint scheme this week?
Big Chew, Big League Gum, the Big Chew.
Oh, yeah.
That looks pretty sweet. I like it. Wise color choice. When he was telling me about this, the colors, I was like, I don't know if I could do that, but he made it work, as he usually does. You need a wrap, go check out Drew Coon. That's Pinnacle Wraps, because why? When you run Pinnacle, you drive distinction. Then shout out to the Outcast crew for having us along with you. Appreciate you. Let's check out another highlight driver here. Where's he at? Mr. Sunglasses. Chase Stempley, everybody. He's out here trying to get a feel of the track. Fourth fastest right now. Our last cam driver of the evening, Eric Johnson. Checking him out there. He's got his whole setup. You can definitely see the Kyle Busch flag tonight. He's flying it
the old
proud.
pedigree 18, man.
That's right. All right. Now, I want to get into some interviews here. How much time we got? 9 minutes. I want to bring the boss in real quick. Miss Slap and Tickle, it's Dustin and Adam. Can you hear me? She might be away right now.
Sure can.
There she is. So, we've been chatting back and forth in messages, and you guys are planning a race coming up. Could you tell us about this race?
Yeah, so we're aiming for June 8th, and the guys always do a Sunday fun day. And I think it'd be really cool if we could get all the ladies, the spouses of the guys, and get out and take the track for them. We don't have a track picked out just yet, but we'll still be doing the 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we'll do a practice and then a race.
That sounds a lot of fun. Have you figured out what kind of vehicle you're going to run?
I haven't. I thought I'd leave it up to the guys for them to kind of take a vote and see what they think would be the most fun for the women to take.
Oh, yeah. Well,
they know the track better than we do, or I do at least.
Right. Well, we seen you race the boys in the Sunday Fun Day, and you was out there beating and banging with them. It looked like you had a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's actually what started all of this. I thought it was really fun. And what's a better way of bonding than getting the women out there with us or with them, you know?
I think it would be a lot of fun to watch. What do you think, Adam?
Man, I'm really trying to get my co-pilot out there. So this could be a perfect opportunity.
I will say I am trying to put something in the mix for those who can make it out. I will try to send something out to them as a little thank you.
Well, that'll be awesome. Well,
little bribery.
How can people get a hold of you if they want to get involved in this?
Yeah, so we can reach out to us on TikTok, Outcast Motorsports, or even Discord. I'm on there. This is Slap and Tickle 91. And then I'm also on TikTok under Mrs. Slap and Tickle 91 as well.
Awesome. Well, there you go. And if you can't figure out how to get a hold of her, you can always go to 0x Media and Design on Facebook. Send us a message and let us know that you want to be a part of this, and we will get you hooked up, and Carrie can get you squared away.
Yeah, let's do it, guys.
All right. Well, thanks for your time, Carrie. We appreciate it. I know you got to go over there and get the crew chiefing.
Oh, yeah, you know it. Thank you, guys.
You're welcome. Have a good night.
You too.
Yo, Carrie Stimpley, everybody. That's Mrs. Slap and Tickle. They're supporting this guy right here. The 91 of Chase Stimpley. Sounds like a good time, Adam.
Oh, absolutely, man. I hope you don't want me to broadcast.
No, that's okay.
I'm going to get my wife out there, and we've already talked about it. I told her about the thing that Carrie's trying to get put together, and she seemed interested, so
that'll be a blast.
Let's make it happen, man.
I'm going to try and convince my daughter into broadcasting with me that night. I think that would be fun. And then if she's not down for it, I mean, of course, we'll have other people. I'll see if Carson can get in here with us, and then I'll also see if Chase wants to come up in here and spit in the mic for a couple hours. It looks like some of the drivers finally got it figured out, Adam. We're seeing less spinouts.
Yeah. I'm watching everybody. There's still some guys out here struggling, especially in 3 and 4.
Oh, yeah, that's a fact. Well, before we forget, let's thank all the veterans out here watching us. Thanks to everybody in the chat for coming along each and every week. Jamie Bolton says, my wife said she would potentially race as well. Oh, let's go. I think, we get 7 to 10 drivers out there and we put them on a short track. I think that would be fun. Turn off the damage and let them have at it. Let them eat.
That's right.
All right. Let's get to the anthem and we'll be right back right after the national anthem. All right, and we're back. Thanks for sticking with us there. And it's just perfect timing. It's showing the 57, the Army Brat, Charles Wilson, everybody. At 57. Where's Timmy at? Timmy in there. Chase talk for only a couple hours. Question mark. Eric Johnson says, Lego. Robbie says, let's go, Drew. Monica Wilson says, good luck, Eric Johnson. Jamie says, second week of playoffs. Anyone could win the dang old thing. That's right, dang old son.
Oh, especially at this track.
Jamie Bolton said, bridesmaid stepped up to the altar when the bride got cold feet. Come on. Oh, yeah, man. Keep the comments rolling, folks. How's your week been so far? I know it's only Tuesday. Hopefully we can help you kick back and relax a little bit tonight. But where is Tiffany? Because tonight's the night she's not going to want to miss. Adam and I have been watching, and Adam's seeing a lot of smoke out there, a lot of wrecks. Oh, look, Kel Peterson getting loose, just as we're talking about that.
Watch this right here. This is the battles you want to see. 3 wide, boom. See, 11 gone.
Boom, 11 gone.
You can. You cannot make it work.
3 wide. I love it, though. It makes for good racing there.
There goes the 12.
There goes the 12. Over, under 4 cautions tonight? I'm going to say over.
What? 4? Like, there better be at least a 1 in front of it. This
I don't know.
A really
honestly,
tough track, and it's no harsh criticism to the drivers. It is just a hard track, and we're sitting at 105 degrees track temperature right now, so
and
it's tough.
It's going to be rising because we're starting out in the morning in the sim world, and then it's going until noon. And once that noon sun gets the beating on that track,
we're going to be in the 120s. I predict.
All right,
I
we're
mean-
getting ready to go qualifying here. We got Kyle Franklin was the fastest in practice with an 18.82.
I think Kyle's going to be someone to beat.
I think so too. He is going to be my pick for the evening. He seems to have that truck under control. Matter of fact, here he comes right now. What's up,
Not
Kyle?
wasting any time.
Speaking
That's
of which,
good news. That's what you want to do. You want to
Kyle,
get out there quick.
first time driver tonight in the league. He's hasn't been able to race with us yet, so I got my eye on you, Kyle. Chase Stempley out here in the slap wagon.
Yeah, you want to, as soon as qualifying starts, you want to get out there quick because once the track state starts picking up, it starts getting loose, especially on this old rubber like this. And the track temp's going to start going up.
Oh, yeah. I thought
First ones out are going to make the fastest times, I think.
thought the car sounds were going to be a little bit better. How about Chase Stempley on 19.12?
Not bad, but I think he's got an O in there somewhere.
Yep. Franklin goes
This
to
one
the
looks
second
good.
spot.
Nope. Second. The second laps are like 0.2 slower.
Chase Stempley currently on the pole.
And I thought for sure these guys are going to get in the O's here.
I'm going to put it on exciting, let you all take a look. We're going to bring Kyle Franklin in the booth. Hey, Kyle, it's Dustin and Adam. What's going on, man?
How's it going?
Oh, it's going. Man, you were fastest in practice. Going to be second out there right now as it sits. What's going to be the key tonight?
Survival.
Yeah, no doubt. How many cautions you think you're going to have?
Well, I'm hoping 0. You know, that's the good hope. But you know, these guys are really clean and everybody's really respectful. So I think, you know, early on, I think we'll go pretty green, and then maybe a little later we'll have some of those cautions. You know, when you're trying to push it a little bit. You know.
Absolutely. Well, it's your first time racing with us tonight. Usually you're in the chat typing away. We appreciate that. Happy to see you out on track tonight for the first time here.
Yeah, thanks, man. My work schedule, of course, conflicts with every time you guys race. So today, though, I was like, you know what? Let's bring her out and dust off the car and try it out here.
Oh yeah, Adam, what do you got for Kyle here?
Man, super impressive for your inaugural run here at Outcast. Although, I don't think we're going to have 0 cautions. You know, with it being North Wilkesboro, hot track, trucks, the clean and respectful thing, you're going to have to throw that out the window.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. You know, just trying to survive and just keep it clean and keep the tires strong. You know,
Oh, yeah. The overdriving is what I think we really got to watch. I mean, 210 laps. You run this puppy hard 10 laps, and you're gonna see it.
yeah. If you go too hard early, it really falls off quite quickly.
Yep.
And then I want to let you know you do have a fan in the stands right now. Chrissy Reed says, "Let's go, Franklin. You got this."
All right. Thank you.
All right, man. Any shout outs you want to give before we send you on your way?
Just family and friends, you guys here in the booth, all the admins and you know, Outcast Racing in this league. You know, I get pretty jealous watching every time you guys race at work, you know, and not be able to participate. But you know, I just try it, you know, every time I can, and we'll go from there.
All right, Kyle. Well, go get it tonight. Show these boys they're lucky you had to work. Well, good luck to you, man. We'll see.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, there you go, everybody. Kyle Franklin. That's my pick for tonight, Adam. Who do you got?
Man, it's hard to say, but I'm gonna go back with my my pick that I pretty much choose every week, and that's Brian Zimmer. He's an underdog. You know, he's fast every week, but he's an underdog as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, Josh Yarbrough, he was out there once. Now he's back. We had some other people say. Robbie says, are we going to see a bump and run tonight? I think you're going to
I
see
hope
worse
so.
than a bump and run. It's playoff time. Ain't no time to make friends out there now.
Well,
You got to get it.
the racing surface is the slowdown area to get into the pits. You know that coming off of 4, a lot of people like to wrap that line and there's a curb there. A lot of people like to wrap that curb. Well, when you're doing green flag pit stops, that's your area to slow down. So if you don't give these guys a plenty of notice saying, hey, I'm pitting by like turn 2, you're probably going to get run over.
Ooh, Tommy Pulte, everybody on the track. Just seen him get
Yep.
super loose there.
Looks like he's trying to mow the grass.
Brian Welchel come in on him late. It looked like he was getting a little loose there too. What is the track temp, I wonder?
107.
Oof.
We're not even 12 o'clock yet. That's what I'm saying. I think it's going to be in the 120s by the end of this shindig.
Yeah. It's probably why we didn't see that many fast laps here in qualifying. Got to be easy on it.
Man, it's spread out, Dustin. It really is. I mean, you've got 4 cars here between 3rd and 6th place that are really, really close in time. Everybody else just dropped off.
Big Bad Brendan Brock in the chat says, might have more cautions than Bristol. Track is super slick. So, yeah, drivers got their hands full. We'll be sure to go on board with them, show you what they're battling.
Well, that's why North Wilkesboro's in the playoff and not in the regular season. You got to challenge these guys, man. You can't just keep getting them easy tracks. This is a tough one, man. This is what we're here to see.
That's right. And there's only one way to learn. Get out there and do it.
That's right. I'm glad they threw this monkey wrench in there.
Oh, yeah. And Cale Peterson says his wife is in for the race. That's awesome, man. Hopefully we can get a bunch of people in for that. June 8th, I believe. We've had some drivers electing not to qualify here so far anyway. They might change their mind. Jamie Bolton, Michael Seymour, Tim Merchant, Brandon Brock, Tommy Pulte, Ryan Fox, Jordan Bridges, Ryan Eberhard. Drivers yet to put down a lap. But while we wait, let's go look at these drivers again. Look at Eric Johnson over there. I wonder what he's listening to. He's rocking out.
The Sound of Music.
The Sound of Music. It looked a little harder than that. He's probably listening to Nickelback. Anyway, how about Drew Kuhn here? Looking up. He's over there, the serial killer. Go over there, check him out. Pinnacle Reps, everybody. I'm telling you, man does a phenomenal job. Put something different on the track each and every week this season. It's been fun to watch. How about the driver of the slap wagon, Chase Stimpley? Looks like he's rocking some different shades tonight. Remember, if you want a pair of those shades signed by your boy, go follow him on Twitch at SlappinTiggle91. And make sure you hit that sub to be entered in the drawing. How about the sponsored driver? Oh, go ahead.
I don't think I can look nearly as cool as Mr. Chase with those pit vipers on.
I tried some on at Walgreens earlier, and I almost bought them, but I was like, I don't know, man. That ain't me, but... How about Ronnie Welchel? He's got a different kind of Shades on. You got his VR on right there. You can kind of see it in the TV, like, so just imagine how immersive that is. That's got to be crazy. All right, we'll come back in and check on these drivers in a minute. They're getting ready to grid up here. Oh, man. All right, you know what time it is.
All right, guys, the starting lineup for this race. Oh, man.
In motorsports, the star of Universal Pictures movie, I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry, Kevin James.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your
All right, starting lineup. We got P1, Chase Stifley. Starting P2, Kyle Franklin. Starting P3, Brian Zimmer. P4, Charles Wilson. Starting 5th, Rob Hartley. Starting 6th, Matt Montgomery. 7th, Josh Yarbrough. Starting P8, Anthony Bennett. Starting P9, Terry Litweiler. Starting P10, Drew Kuhn. Starting 11th, Ronnie Hurt. Starting P12, Eric Johnson. Starting 13th, Daniel Bierkamp. Starting 14th, Kel Peterson. Starting 15th, Ronnie Welchel. 16th goes to Sean Rother. Starting P17, Ryan Welchel. Starting 18th, Michael Seymour. Starting P19, Brandon Brock. Starting 20th, Tommy Pulte. Starting 21st, Jordan Bridges. 22nd, Tim Merchant. Starting 23rd, Jamie Fox Bolton. Starting 25th, Ryan Eberhard. Starting 24th, Ryan Eberhard. Starting 25th, Ryan Fox.
Oh, yeah. Take a look.
Oh, here we go.
At the race info. Track temp 113 at the start. 82 in the air, 36 humidity with 5 mile an hour wind.
They got a tailwind, Dustin, going into turn 3. This is going to be terrible.
Right
But
there
here we go.
is going to be your zone. Looks like they're going around an extra time.
That's right. That's right.
As you seen where the white was painted on there, because this track does not have one of those restart zones that
Restart
we're used to
zones.
seeing.
That's right.
But it
Yeah,
does
'cause
have the
this-
2 white lines, and that's where they said that they're going to go from here.
Yeah, it's considered a legacy track, so iRacing does not have a restart zone, a Geico restart zone.
See the 2 white lines there? That's what we're talking about.
That's right. Pace car's off, and it almost spins out. Here we go. Green flag's out. Oh, the 11. He spins his tires early. Outside lane checking up.
Everybody. Getting crazy right there.
We got some 3 wide action happening back here with Eric Johnson. He backed out of it, though. We need to go up, and we got a spinner. Drew Kuhn, Eric Johnson,
That's not
and
good.
Eric Johnson gets doored.
Look like Cal Peterson too. Where's Tiffany at? You know, she wants to see these wrecks. Here we go. First one of the race. Lap 2. What we looking at here? Drew Kuhn in the 21. Eric Johnson on his inside here.
You spin me right round, baby, right.
Oh, he just goes
There
by
he goes.
himself.
And Eric,
Eric-
he just kind of
Nah.
tries to check up a little bit,
Yeah. And he got a little bit of help there.
and he's missing his rear cover.
Take a look at it one more time.
Oh, B-dubs.
V-dub slid down in there a little too deep. I think everybody was just trying to check up to avoid it.
This is what I said about overcharging those corners, Dustin. You really, really got to maintain pace and be consistent.
Yes, sir.
I mean, these guys haven't been on a track temp like this until now. You know, practice was considered cold at 100 degrees.
Brandon,
We're, you know, 115 now.
we had some other comments here. Brandon Brock says he botched his qualifying lap 2, starting in the back. We'll see when the cautions fall. I'm sure we'll see some strategy games. Sorry. Not racing tonight, Phantom 79 says. Had a VR issue and couldn't fix it. Unreal.
I've got a permanent VR issue, Phantom. I could not get that thing to work. Got a really good PC, can't get it to work.
Chase Stempley over here looked like he was getting ready to spin out the pace car. Check him out while we get ready to go back racing. Lights are off on the pace car. Remember, it is a custom restart zone between the 2 white lines. Chase Stempley and Kyle Franklin out front. Charles Wilson right behind. Here we go, green. Stempley going to get a nice jump.
Kyle reeled right back to the bumper of the chase.
I think Kyle gets a little bit better roll down into the corner.
Kyle's got a different line. We watched that in practice, didn't we, Dustin?
Oh, yeah.
He's got more of a diamond shape, and I think it's going to really help him long run.
Oh,
and we got another spinner.
Hartley touches.
Rob Hartley and Charles Wilson. Oh, we got calamity everywhere.
And now they're
About 5 or 6 trucks involved.
all right. Let's go back. We'll have to take a look at that. Where'd that happen at?
That happened in probably 2 locations, Dustin. It started up front between Rob Hartley and Charles Wilson, and then just kind of blossomed from there.
Just rewind it here a little bit.
These trucks, for some reason, don't like checking up. You know, you pull your brake bias down for rotation, but when you're trying to check up for a wreck, it just sends it into a spin.
Oh, yeah. Can't really see a whole lot from that angle, but there was a lot of trucks tangled up in that, as you mentioned.
You know, I mean, for the most part, from what I just went back and watched it myself, not a whole lot of damage. I mean, you see the 3 getting to the back of the 99.
Yeah,
But,
I think that'd be
I mean,
all
that,
right.
that was it. That was really it. I mean, that was the worst of the damage.
Take a live look in Ronnie Welchel as he's pacing around in this beautiful Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds paint scheme. I say that, and he's got a big old dent in the back end. You know, he's, where's he at right now? He's up there in 13th. Ronnie Hurst in the 22. Haven't really spoken to him yet tonight. He just avoided a couple wrecks there. So I think once we get them all sorted out, we're going to have some pretty good racing. We've seen it 2-3 wide already. Drivers wasting no time to get busy. Tiffany said she's here. She saw the wreck.
Hey, there you are.
Apparently my brother did it. I think that came second to what was happening. He was trying to check up and he got into Eric, I think.
Here we go. Pace car's off.
Flag.
Watch out, here
Decent
comes the
start for
12.
11.
Brian Zemer's sliding up the track a little bit. Going to have to lift and yield way to the 12 of Matt Montgomery. Ooh. Kyle Franklin wants that rolling on that corner. He had to get hard on the brakes.
Good. He's really good. Oh, when the 12 gets a little loose there on exit of 2 or 4.
I think if Franklin can get around Stempley, he's going to have that lead for a long while. Stempley not wanting to give it up. Franklin's going to have to get a run on the stretch. He's going to have to probably back that corner up a little bit, get a better run off of it. Come out
To
on
the
the
bumper.
Side.
Man, he was close putting that bumper to Chase. He's got something to prove tonight. He's been in this Discord in this league for a good while now and hadn't been able to race. He's out here to prove himself tonight.
We have another caution. Jordan Bridges involved. Jordan Bridges. Let's take a look. Jordan Bridges in the 4.5. It's down there. Less grip down there. Let's see what happens.
Whoop.
Yep. It's on the gas too hard out of the exit. I think he'll be okay. Oh, he towed. If he would have backed up, he would have been fine. So far, we get about 5 laps or so, and then a caution. I think, Adam, you were saying that.
That's right. Whoever said 4 in the chat, apparently it's never raced in North Wilkesboro because it is cautions breed cautions, man.
I think it was
as soon as
just
you get
saying.
a caution, everybody's double wide.
I thought he meant like over or under 4
Over
cautions.
4.
I was
Yeah,
like definitely over 4.
Yeah, that's right. Way over 4.
But
Because the caution puts everybody too wide again.
watch them figure it out now, and then we're all wrong. We go green
Hey,
flag run from here to the
anything
finish.
can happen. Anything can happen.
They have the talent to do it. I just think it's just got to be a little bit more patient on the throttle. They're getting kind of racy early, maybe because they anticipate all these cautions. I don't know.
Well, you need to get up front because that's the chance you have.
Guess what, Adam? I
What's that?
believe Drew Kuhn just got a lap back.
Ooh.
That makes him the lucky dog. Yep. Now he's dropping to the end. He's still another. He's 7 laps
6.
down. 6 now.
Oh, 7. Yeah. 6. He's still 6.
But that's okay. He's still hanging in there. Like I said, only one way to learn. Just keep grinding. And yeah.
You know, I
Bagging.
have not seen my co-pilot tonight.
What is she even doing back there?
Man, I left her in the kitchen. I was getting the meat ready for taco spaghetti, so I guess she's still in there.
Taco spaghetti. That sounds good.
You know, Carrie, she's got Mrs. Slapping Tickle. I'm gonna have to name mine Mrs. Coffin Sniffle.
Oh. Here we go.
She's always got allergies.
Green flag. Chase leading them into turn 1. They're bumping for second.
Matt Montgomery, man, he wanted that. He gave way back to the 11.
Oh. Looked like we were getting a little bit of a spin there.
Yeah, Daniel Veerkamp slid it a little bit. And once you slide your tires, they don't forgive you for at least a few laps.
You've seen a little bit of aggressive driving there also from Matt Montgomery right off the start. He was trying to get
You gotta
around.
be. Yeah,
Franklin.
but he backed out. Ultimately, he ended up backing out. Oh, we got another spin. Way back there in the back of the pack.
Oh, we
Looks
got
like the 53. He gathered it back up. No caution come out.
Off pace. The four's got heavy damage to that car. That's Tim Merchant. Right there, you can just see how much damage he has.
Man, Chase has got his mirror slapped full of the 11 of Kyle Franklin.
Yes, he does. Oh, I'm still on the driver cam. Sorry. I need to hotkey those transfers. Uh-oh. What
Oh
do we
man,
have
the
here?
26.
Tommy Polt. Tommy Pulte. Yeah, you know, we were talking before the race. Let's take a look. We'll see what happened to Tommy here. He's in the 26. Got Charles Wilson on the inside. Just gets a little high there. Oh, on the gas too early. Clips him. No. Hey, only one way to learn these tracks. Get out here and race them. Outcast did not make it easy on these drivers. Tommy Pulte involved. Cue the "You Spin Me Right Round" song. I can probably get that. I could probably do it right now. Which one, though? The old one? Who used to sing that song? Adam, did you fall asleep on me? Everybody be quiet. Adam's taking a nap. What's going on, chat, man? Adam left me. I don't know where he went.
No, I didn't leave you. My mic stopped working.
Oh. Oh, he's having some fun. 27 laps in, 210 total. It's a long race. He said that taco spaghetti hit. Yeah, it knocked him out, put him in a coma.
Man, I haven't even eaten it yet. But look at this. 27 laps in, Dustin. Track temp 121.
Dang. Who sang that original "You Spin Me Right Round"? The Dead or Alive?
Something like that. Here we go. Pace car's off.
Yo,
And
Chase
the green flag's in the
Stinfley
air.
leading them. Watch this battle between
The 12,
Montgomery and the 11. The 11 had to get around him last time on the restart as well.
Well, see, the 11, he goes way up the track and gets a huge run on the exit of 2.
But it's just
we got to spin right in front of the leaders, right into the wall.
That's the 4. Stay high. Stay high.
Stay high, stay high, stay high. There we go. Some of the trucks can't see him. Rob Hartley went up there, and he's behind him now. In the wall again. Is Tim Merchant.
Yeah, you just got to go. I mean, I know it sucks to go all them laps down. You just got to go get that truck fixed. However long it takes. He's got a lot of damage to that truck. Now, how patient you think Kyle's going to be here? You think he's going to give him the old bump?
I don't think Kyle's that kind of driver. At least not right now.
Oh, he's peeking. He's just not close
But
enough.
he's showing Chase he's there. He's giving him room. I think he's a little bit faster earlier run than Chase is.
Yeah,
But he's definitely in his mirror constantly letting him know he's there and he wants it.
and he's got to get get around Chase here and get a little bit of a lead, because we know how good Chase can be on pit lane, even though he got a speeding penalty. I think it was
Right.
last week. I think that was in the Gen 4s, maybe.
Yeah, that's right. All right, we're gonna see Kyle start doing that diamond now.
All right.
Every time his tires start getting heat put back in them from the caution laps, he starts diamonding and he really comes alive.
We're gonna take a look at some of the other drivers out here in the field. Check out the two, Daniel Veerkamp running his gold truck. I like it. You just need some sponsors on there. That's all. Ryan Fox. I like that paint scheme too. Looks like it might be something a little bit different than what we've seen in the last few
Ryan
weeks.
Fox, he's really picked up. I mean, he's picked up to 11th position. He started 24th.
13 spots. I think that's the biggest mover of the race. In a good way, it is. What's that track temp looking like now?
We're still at 121.
Let's go on board with Chase Stempley here.
I wouldn't say he's pushing that truck very hard. He's just doing what he needs to do to maintain. Because we've seen Chase, when he goes to pushing stuff, man, he's almost in a drift.
Yeah, that's big time facts.
He just biding his time, man, and keeping them in the mirror. Oh, firm back slaps to him. Hey, there's the mirror on the side. Man, that's awesome.
Look at the run. Kyle's getting out of the corner there.
Yep, he's in diamond mode. He enters high, exits slow. You can see it right there coming out of 4. He does the same thing in 1 and 2.
Oh, see,
Oh, he's putting the bumper to him.
He gets such a better run on exit than what Chase was getting. That'll slow him up a little bit. Take him a couple more laps, but you'll see right here. He'll get right up to him.
Caution,
Oh,
Man,
not what they wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ryan Fox involved in an off
How
track. It
about
looks
that,
like.
man? Another bad luck race for Ryan Fox.
Let's see. Ryan Fox, there he is, 15. We were just talking about how good that truck looked, and he just got a little too much on the loud pedal on the exit. It's a fine line, folks. You got to roll that throttle. Easier said from the booth than on the track, I'm sure. Haven't really talked about Eric Johnson much since the wreck earlier. He's still getting some damage fixed. I think, we keep this up and we might just see him up there at the end. Still got quite a bit of damage on there. I'm guessing probably like 2 minutes or so, but it's starting to come together. Check him out over there having a good old time. Oh, yeah.
Looks like old Tommy, the lawnmower Pulte.
You get the lucky
Looks like
dog?
he's got that lucky dog.
He's just a lucky
Lucky
dog. He's just a
It's a
lucky
lucky dog.
There it is. I know y'all been waiting for that. Hurst is steady gaining position. Go TCR. MSB says that. Man, what's up, MS?
All right, they're double file again here. a wee ago.
You know, I just want to shout out Celsius. I know it's bad for you and all, but this one I'm drinking says Playa Vibe. I got the Playa Vibes up in the booth tonight. Drinking the Pina Colada edition. It's good.
Green.
Chase Stifley leads them. See if Kyle Franklin can get back around Montgomery. Watch Kyle on this high line here. He just gets such a better run off. Yeah, he almost got a little too loose there.
Yeah, it's looking like if you're not first, second or at that outside is prevailing on these restarts.
Brandon Brock on the inside. He's got Ronnie Welchel behind him. Taking a look at T. Litt trying to get around Ronnie Hurst. Oh, Brian Welchel with a nice move to the outside. He might have went a little too high. Gets in that dirty stuff. Father and son going at it side by side here. Ronnie going to dive it to the inside, look low. Welchel's going to push high, or V-dubs, I should say. They're both Welchel. Ronnie looking to put it on him.
Oh, man.
Something happened right in front of him. T-Lit.
Yeah.
Ronnie almost got his boy cleared here.
Caution.
Yellow
Caution's
flag.
out
Oh,
again.
the 15. Looks like the 15 and the 21.
Ryan Fox involved. That's a shame here. Here we go. 6th caution of the night. Let's see what happened. Tiffany, are you loving it? Are you not yet entertained? Here we go. And he just gets loose there right in front of everybody. Drew Kuhn had to go high and clips the wall. Hopefully he doesn't have much damage.
Yeah, I think Drew just got his damage mostly fixed.
Yeah, I thought, he did.
But I
and
think
then-
also, man, he's not going to get the lucky dog because he made contact.
I
he
think
was,
everybody's going down, though. He might be staying around electing for that waiver round.
I think that's his only choice.
Well, I think others stayed out. He might not get it. All depends here. Check this out. Check this guy out, everybody. This is our good buddy Tommy Pope. I don't know why his camera's not loading in now all of a sudden. Let me, I don't know. It's not working. Let me refresh it. Oops. Nope, can't do that. I don't know. His camera's not working for some reason. I mean, it's working on our end, Tommy. Don't go trying to change anything. Like, it's working, but it's not popping up. I wonder if it's because you joined the stream late. I don't know. We'll see. Don't worry about it. Here we go. Hurst is setting in position. Man, Hurst, if you don't come on up in the world like elevators, says Aaron. What's up, Aaron? Phantom says, I love Celsius. Watermelon is my favorite. You know, I got another one in the fridge. It's like some sherbet or something. That just it sounded really good. So I was
This is coming from a guy that likes Pepsi.
Hey.
So the validation is not high.
Do I need to show the picture again? Look, check it out, folks. Adam with the Pepsi.
No.
He loves it.
Flag.
Here we go, Chase.
Dude, I'm giving you the shush signal because you're not supposed to share it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to find more. Kyle
And B-Dubs
Franklin.
gives a wallop to his dad going into turn 1.
Ronnie Welchel They were battling earlier. Now he's trying to get up there to T-Lit. Anthony Bennett off pace
Anthony
down
Bennett,
low.
yeah.
The rising star, Anthony Bennett. Ronnie on that high line. He's going to leave the door open for his son here. Ronnie going to cut him off. Man, that's got to be so much fun.
Oh, Daniel Beerkamp. Oh, man, we got the calamity.
Caution somewhere. There's a driver there, homie.
Oh, all three of those guys just got in there. Ronnie Welch will T-Lit, Anthony Bennett.
Oh, brother. 125 on the track temp, too.
Ooh.
It's going to get worse and worse and worse.
So it looked like something happened at Veer Camp.
Yeah, he had a car on his inside, and it looked like the truck just overcorrected.
Oh, yeah, he almost had it saved. And then it caused a big old checkup behind. Ronnie Hurst involved. T-Lit.
Fantastic job by the three, though.
62.
To stay out of Beer Camp.
Welchel, and more damage for the 18 of Eric Johnson.
It's that cowboy scheme.
That very well could be.
Yep.
MSB says no. Joey says he can't wait to race Thursday. And which Joey is that? Who is that?
Probably Brennan.
I thought that was Phantom 79.
Oh, yeah.
We got the lights out. Check this out. Rob Hartley made it around. Now Kyle Franklin has a new guy he's going to have to get around. That's Rob Hartley in the 46.
I really want to see what these guys got when they either eventually get side by side. The 91 and the 11.
Yes.
Green.
Ooh, fantastic start by the 11.
Yes, it was. He gets down low. Timed it a little bit better on that jump. Ooh, he's getting a little loose there on the bottom. Looked like a snappy tight almost, really. Oh, I hear spinning.
Oh, got another car. Ronnie Hurst. He's in the wall. He gathered it back up, so there will not be a caution. And he hit that truck in one of the worst spots you can, especially on a short track. At right rear. So he's going to be loosey-goosey.
Who was it? Ronnie Hurst?
Yeah, Ronnie Hurst. Oh, man, here we go. The 22 and the 7.
Ronnie Hurst and Bennett.
Like I said, Ronnie hit that truck in that right rear, and it really, really affects those trucks.
Bennett was just battling a loose truck up there.
Yep, he's got damage on that right rear. Just goes around.
Out. And then Ronnie does the same, but all right, no damage on him. He should be okay.
Yeah, Ronnie's missing the back tailpiece.
Sheesh. I don't even know if these drivers taking tires yet. Remember, they only get 3 sets total.
Yeah, there's like 7 guys that has not, or at least not pitted.
Makes you wonder.
And Drew Coon got another lap back.
Let's go, Drew. He's still got a long way to go. How many is he down now? 5 or 4?
It's going to be 4.
Lights are still on. Check out Sean Rother right here. You know, he's been in the back of the field, but he's been keeping that truck clean. Look at it. I think he just gets a little... Stay patient here. He might be up there at the end of this race.
Attrition. We need attrition. That's how you're going to finish this race.
I don't even know what that means.
That means saving your stuff and staying out of trouble.
Tiffany says, "Ooh, what a race so far. Bring on all the wrecks."
Flag.
She was due, folks.
Oh, the 11 was on the outside of the 91. Oh, and he's on the outside of the 91 right now. Huge run by the 11.
Watch out, here comes Rob Hartley on the high line.
Rob Hartley, he's flashing a little bit there. Kind of scared the 12.
12 way down low.
Oh, 12, the 46 going again.
Here comes Cale Peterson to the high line. He's going to get around the 12. It makes me wonder if Peterson got tires because he's driving through the field. He's up here in 4th place now. Oh, look at him, a little squirrely there.
Oh, the 11 sideways. How he saved that, I'll never know.
He's got a mirror full of Rob Hartley. Hartley looking to diamond on the outside, get a nice long run off that high line.
Oh, we got Josh Yarbrough. Oh, who is that?
Cale Peterson and the
Yep,
99.
Cale Peterson.
Yeah, he got a little loose there.
Looks like we got Ronnie Welchel. No, that's the 71. Terry Litweiler in the grass. Gathered it back up, no caution.
You know, Stifley's starting to pull away. It makes me wonder if he's sitting on some better tires that Franklin's had to battle for his second spot on every restart. So he's probably burned him up a little bit more.
That's definitely quite possible. I mean, we showed the in-car camera on Chase. It didn't look like he was battling his truck at all.
Tommy
Cool
Pulte looking to
collective.
the outside of Brandon Brock. He might have just got a little too high in that corner there than he wanted, but check him out. And look at Brian Zemer. Tommy Pulte up to 9th place. He said he wasn't too sure about this track, and then look at him. He's avoided some of the wrecks. He was involved in one. He's got the damage fixed, and he's on a roll. Makes me wonder if he's got fresher tires too. He probably does.
Yeah, he's got 18 laps on his since he's pitted. Yeah, I would say he's got tires.
Kyle Franklin still working on Stifley up front. Stifley's going to have to deal with a lap truck.
I mean, they're running the exact same times, Dustin.
Yes, they are. I mean, 1,000th off of one another. Like,
And then Kyle Franklin runs a 2/10 faster than Stintley that lap. He's still got the speed. Back to his bumper again.
man, we didn't. Kyle Franklin on the move. This is kind of exciting to watch here. Watch it all unfold. 33 people watching at one time. You guys rock.
10th faster than Stintley again. It's
Yeah.
going to be hard to pass Chase. Chase he's a bottom feeder at this track. He loves that bottom. He just wraps that bottom. So in order to get by him, he's going to have to give him the bumper.
Or he's just going to have to figure out a way to make it work on the high line.
Man, I don't think you can. I really don't think you'll be able to.
Or he's got
Maybe in a cooler temperature, but we're at 130 right now.
Oh, wow. And there they go around T-Lit right now. T-Lit, lap traffic, going to stay high. Kyle Franklin went slideways into the turn.
Yep, little loose.
Check out some of the other action back here. Brian Ziemer has made his way around Tommy Pulte. Got Charles Wilson there. Lap car. Or no, he's not.
Oh, man.
We have a caution. Ronnie Welchel involved. Let's take a look and see what happened to Mr. Welchel. Drew Kuhn blinks out. I don't think that had anything to do with it, but Welchel just too hot going in. And being on the brakes, you know, into the corners can be kind of tricky too. Especially if you got your brake bias too much to the front. Slide that back in right out. See a lot of drivers coming to the pits. Let's see who's taking tires. Cale Peterson looks like he's taking tires. B-Dubs, tires. The 12 of Montgomery, tires. Chase Stintley still hasn't pitted.
That was a good long run there. That's what I wanted to see. Not a whole lot of shuffling for position, though, Dustin.
Chase Stintley out front, your leader. Like, look how calm he looks, too. Like it's just another day at the office.
Oh, this is it. I mean,
Or
this
is that
his
just a good
office.
poker face?
Well, it's kind of hard to see. You know, he wears the sunglasses at night.
That's right.
He must have his brightness turned way up on his sim.
Oh, yeah.
What color's his pit vipers tonight?
They're like a gold. I want those, man.
Yeah.
You know what? Remind me to ask him that when we bring him in later. I need to know. I need some of them gold ones. Tell him to send me the link. I'm buying them.
You know, I think people will make fun of me if I showed up wearing pit vipers.
3 people yet to pit. And those are your top 3.
Top 3, yeah.
Yar, bro.
Here we
Up
go.
to third.
Here we go.
Tommy Pulte.
Green, green, green.
Up to 5th. Here we go. He's going to have the fresher tires out of all of them. Pulte going to get
He
loose.
spins his tires though.
Big spin.
Gonna put him 3 wide here with Brian Ziemer. Brian Ziemer in the wall. Man, tough luck for Brian right there.
Kyle Franklin on the move. He's
got
getting
another
up to him.
got 4 wide back here in the back end. Ronnie Hurts.
There will be a caution. Left, safe fuel.
10th caution of the night.
Goodness.
Ronnie Hurst in the 62 Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds
wide.
driver.
4 wide right here.
That just ain't gonna work. Oh.
Yep.
Ronnie Hurst. Sorry, Ronnie Hurst, not Ronnie Welchel. 22. Ronnie Hurst. Wow. It just... No one wanted to give there. We still got a long way to go.
Yeah, but man, fresh tires. You know how it is. You're Superman.
Phantom 79 said he's spinning like the Ferris wheel at the fairgrounds.
That's a good one.
Tiffany said tell him to get a wristband. That wristband to the Ferris wheel. And then she says this is the best race ever. She's loving the Rex. Let's see. Who haven't we really talked about tonight? How about this guy up 16 spots to third place? That's none other than Big Bad Brandon Brock. Got a different scheme out here. Quaker State.
One of the worst oils there ever was. Quaker State.
Tommy Pulte must be way off pace. It keeps saying that he's crashing. He's just off pace. And I think Brandon Brock, oh no, he last pitted on lap 25, so it's still been a while for him. But we know for a fact that Chase Stinfley, Josh Yarbrough, and Kyle Franklin are on the same set of tires.
That's right. They have not pitted, not once. So
I would think the next caution that comes out, they're probably going to pit and take tires.
perhaps.
But maybe not. Like, track position is key, I think. You see it
Oh, yeah,
so
you're
hard
right.
to pass.
You can stay out of bricks back here. Oh, man. Oh, man. Rob Hartley's tied up in there.
Tied up with
53.
Brandon or Brian Welchel.
Brian Welchel going up in the wall.
These guys have their hands full tonight.
Them new tires, man, they make you feel all kinds of ways.
On board with them right now.
You know, you dive in, you're like, oh man, this thing's fast, it's gonna stick, and then all of a sudden, boom, it unsticks. That's the problem we're seeing tonight.
Well, they did say in the interview, like, be surprised if you're ever fully on throttle.
Right. Yeah, like I said last week, you won't be in the throttle till you're almost in turn at the end of the straightaway.
Matt Montgomery has made his way around the 11, and now he's giving him the bumper to the 91.
Gives him the bumper.
But he's got it. He's on fresh tires here.
Boop. Oh,
he's trying to give him the old bump and run here. Chase Stinfley still going to try to hold him off.
Caution.
Oh,
Give me your temps there, bud.
Drew
we got
Coon.
another caution. Drew Coon. Down on the low line. Look how bumpy it is down there. This comes in a little hot. Sideways in the center of the turn. Oh! Heads up play by him to get off the track. Here comes Chase Stinfley. Here comes Kyle Franklin. That's going to put Montgomery in the lead. He's going to be hard to pass. But check out this guy, the 37, Michael Seymour, up 16 spots. Your biggest mover of the race right now. He does have fresher tires. Him and Montgomery and Zemer all pitted on the same lap 83. Tiffany says she loves this race. She said, what happened to... Let's see if I can find it here. I don't know if I'll be able to find it. Hold on one second. All right. We're rocking and rolling here. Most
Josh
action.
Yarbrough, he's the only one that hadn't pitted, Dustin.
Still holding his own up there in fourth place.
Yeah, he is. He's still
on them old
on
tires.
pace.
Matt Montgomery's going to get the first restart here in the front.
They're still trying to figure it out here. They're shuffling for position right here in the back. Oh, man. I'm sure there's going to be some black flags to be had. Oh, we already got a spin. Caution's out.
Brian Fox.
Hey, guys. Hey. Caution's out. They were 3 wide right here coming out of 2.
Ryan Fox trying to get up there, and this gets into Drew Kuhn, and then, oh, he spun him. Spun the tires right off the rip.
That wasn't Drew Kuhn. He got into the back of Brandon Brock there.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. And then he lost the pace because he had to slam on the brakes, and then he gunned it and just went sideways. Yeah, Dustin, these guys didn't get the memo at the caution. Coming out of turn 2, the top 3 or 4 were 3 wide.
Yeah, that's pretty wild here.
Beating and banging each other.
You know, we went to Talladega with these guys. I don't think we've seen 4 wide one time. We go to a short track. They said, let's air it out.
Right.
Ronnie Hurst, your lucky dog. Check him out, getting his lap back in style. Excuse me while I crack open a nice cold Pepsi, because I'm dying over here. Got to keep an eye on this 37. He's got to get a little bit better of a restart here. He needs to get up alongside of the 12. See just how far back he is.
All right.
That's going to give Montgomery the opportunity to get like a whole car length jump here.
Green flag.
And the 37 going to leave it open.
3 wide. Oh, man. We'll get it. We got another spin.
I don't see it just yet. Kyle Franklin on the move.
Drew Kuhn.
Brian Welchel.
Still not moving. All right, he's moving.
Hop the curb here. 3 wide going into the turn.
Oh, Brian Welchel sideways. He saves it.
It's going to slow him way up.
Still 3 wide. Josh Yarbrough, he's getting split 3 ways on them older tires. Everybody's got new tires but him.
Chase Stinfley's found his way up to third since that restart. Franklin having a little bit more trouble getting through the field. He's got Josh Yarbrough and Eric Johnson battling it out.
Eric
right
Johnson,
in front of him.
how Eric ended up back up in 6th
Yeah,
after all the trouble he's been in.
being scored in 5th right now. Got away from that wreck. Now he wants to keep that truck out front. Stay away from the chaos. Here comes Sean Rother deep to the inside. He's just going to let Kyle Franklin by, it looks like. Terry Litweiler lap down. Got Anthony Bennett to the high side. Cal Peterson looking to get around Yarbrough. This is for
Drew Coons tried everything he can to stay from going another lap down.
See, you don't really see the 12 having that much. He doesn't have hardly any pressure on him like we seen earlier with Franklin and Stinfley up front.
No.
So he should be able to manage his tire run.
Well, I mean, he's where he normally is, which is up front. He definitely knows how to lead a race.
That's right. He's going around lap car, Drew Kuhn right there. Truck, not car. Every week.
Yeah, unfortunate that Drew Coons been mixed up in some trouble tonight. He's been scored 7 laps down.
Hey man, Rob Harley, tough break there for those guys. I thought Rob was going to do really well tonight. He seemed like after we talked to him after, was it Tuesday or Thursday, that he was going to like this track.
It's a fun track. You have to be.
Kyle Franklin.
You can't. Yeah, you can't overthink it. You have to be consistent.
Chase Stinfley getting up to the 37 of Seymour. Brian Welchel off pace down low. Matt Montgomery, your points leader, is out front. He was talking to us about consistency and how he needed to do a little bit better, and he wasn't too sure about the track coming into it, but check him out, leading the race with a second gap.
Well, he hasn't had confidence in half the tracks we've gone to, and he's performed very well at all of them, so...
Stinfley got damage to that rear end. Looks like he might have a little. Kyle Franklin's still trying to get around the 18, Eric Johnson.
No, I don't think he's got damage to it.
Let's go on board with old Eric Johnson here. Take a peep in on him. Look at him. Got his hands full with the wheel.
There's a Springfield, Missouri, and a Springfield, Illinois.
That's right. He's like 4 hours away from me.
Weird.
See, on my screen shows Chase has a little bit of damage to the rear.
Yeah, you're right. It does. To the right rear. Franklin is quite a bit faster than our leader.
And here comes, he's trying to put the bumper there to Eric Johnson. I don't think he meant to do that intentionally. He's trying to show him that, hey, I'm there, I won't by. But Eric Johnson racing for points. I think he's second place right now. Second place in the points. He is how many behind?
Not very many.
He's only behind 8 points. So he needs to finish in front of Montgomery tonight. Phantom 79, that's a good question. If you don't have damage, were you really at this race?
Very, very true.
Big wreck. Well, Brian
Where we
B-Dubs
at?
went off track, it
53.
shows.
Whip. In the throttle, most likely, yes.
I'm going to tell you, a lot of these drivers I expected, like that we're seeing have some issues, I've expected to do a lot better tonight and run away with this. But it just goes to show how tough this track really is. Matt Montgomery still out front.
Yeah, but
Here comes Seymour. Now he's going to have, now Stempley's going to be right up there battling. Seymour going to take
That's the
tires or
but.
just fuel?
got 14 lap pressure tires than Montgomery. And they were running faster than Montgomery. He was running, about 2 to 3 tenths slower than these guys, but Chase couldn't really get around Seymour, and Franklin couldn't really get around the 18.
Jordan Bridges says, at least I didn't take anyone with me when I wrecked, LOL. Yarbrough coming off the pit lane. T-Lit.
Seems like some of these guys have a side gig where they do lawn care because they can't stay off the grass.
Ain't nothing wrong. I need to cut my grass. Speaking of that. Probably tomorrow project.
Yeah, last Tuesday, no, was it last Tuesday or Tuesday before that? You got home from work and cut the grass right before the stream.
It's Tuesday. Yeah, I got home at like 6 o'clock, 6:15.
Yep.
Cut the grass. Was done at 6:45. Hopped in the
Yeah, man,
shower.
It puts you in the worst mood.
Yeah,
You're supposed to unwind when you cut the grass.
Well, I don't have a riding mower. I got one of them crappy electric mowers. They run off of 2 batteries. No, I just didn't get my nap in. I got my nap in today when I got home.
That's
so
what I'm saying. It puts you in a bad mood. You didn't get a nap.
I gotta have a nap before my broadcast. If not, y'all seen what happens. I can't math good.
Yep. No, math don't math anymore.
That's right. Here we go. The green flag's out. Stempley, nice run on the high side. Makes it stick. Gets around Montgomery. We got a new leader again, Chase Stempley. Eric Johnson trying to make it work on the high side now. Seeing Stempley do it. Oh, dives it in deep.
Oh, man. Risky move by Eric Johnson. I thought that truck was going to go around.
You
The
remember,
back end wiggled, and it just made me nervous.
Eric's got a little bit fresher set of tires on his truck. But, man, Montgomery with a nice run. Eric's going to have to lift.
He's going to try it again, this time on the outside. This is what you were talking about, if the outside could get going. I don't think he can, though. It's just you got to carry a lot more speed on this outside because it's pretty much flat.
Makes it work there a little bit, but then he gets sideways a little bit. But yeah, I think somebody, like for right now, him trying to figure this out, this is the right time in the race to do that. Figure it out. Can I make a move up here? Because we're cutting it
Absolutely.
down. We got A little more than 70 laps to go.
Oh, the 12, he gets a little loose. That gives a position to Eric Johnson.
Takes advantage, but did he cook his tires up high? Because now he's got Kyle Franklin behind him. Matt Montgomery with the slide probably heated the tires up a little bit, so looks like he's falling back. 99 Cale Peterson trying to get around him now. Seen Eric Johnson and Chase work together throughout the season. I don't think you can work together.
Oh no, we got a nasty one. Four cars involved in this one.
Oh, Brian Zimmer, Rob Hartley,
Anthony Benton. Yeah, Anthony Bennett, 55. Yep, 71. All right,
take a look.
We're gonna have the 11 starting behind Chase.
Pulte on the high line. Zimmer right here trying to get around Rother. Taps the bumper going into the turn. Zimmer going to slide up. 37 going to collect Hartley.
But they save it, though. Oh, man, that was a nasty hit with the 46 and the 22.
Let's go back a little bit here.
The 33 is the one that came out good in this one.
See him just make slight contact there. Then 37's going to try to go around, collect Hartley.
Here it is. Boom. 22.
21 in there. Oof.
I'm sure the 62 of Ronnie Welcher, he's got a code brown right now. Being in VR, seeing that unfold right in front of you. Woof.
Who's that? Ronnie?
Yeah.
Ronnie Welcher, everybody. Take a live look in. Every time we see him out here,
I would like to see that. Yep. I'd like to see that on his VR replay. See exactly what he saw.
It's out here riding around Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds. Thanks again. Make sure you guys go over and check out www.georgiamountainfairgrounds.com. Lots going on. Don't forget Hiawassee Pro Rodeo, May 24th and 25th, I believe. Now, we haven't seen Eric Johnson start on the high line, but we did see him try to get around Montgomery on the high line, even though Montgomery made a small mistake. He's been trying to make this high line work, so I think if whoever can get it figured out, they got the chance at winning this. Stinfley with a nice jump. Cale Peterson a little slideways on entry.
Oh, that looks like the 57 spinning on pit road. And we don't need any more cautions. I said 14, and we're at 14.
Oh, no. We need one more. We can't have you be right.
No.
Well, Josh Yarbrough, I think he's on some fresher tires. Last pitted lap, 126. Making it work. It's going to go to the inside of Johnson.
Only been 15 laps. Oh. Cale Peterson with a nasty slide coming out of 4.
I think Johnson might have found something in this high line here. Tiffany's so excited for the Rex, and there's
Oh,
another
man.
one. Ronnie
22 and a
Hurst.
21.
Take us, Pete. '22 just sends it in there a little too deep, and then he collects Drew Coon.
Boom.
Drew Coon got to be a little frustrated with that. Live look in. See the frustration on his face. That's why we like these driver cams. He's like, get off of me. I don't want to be shown right now. I'm angry.
You know, when I race the visuals, Dustin, after my first wreck, I hit that quit button at the top right.
Well, he's not. I don't think he's doing terrible. He's just had some bad luck tonight. The good thing is he's getting practice in tonight, and he's going to have a little bit better idea for Thursday night, even though those cars are going to be a little bit more challenging.
Difference. It's a huge difference.
Well,
you
I'm
go
saying
to a
he
track
gets
like this.
He can figure out where the bumps are in this one and try to stay away from
Yeah,
them
that's
in the
true.
other one.
Yeah, no, I see that. I get that. But it's a huge difference running this race between the trucks and the Gen 4.
Yeah, I think
mean,
we'll
you
see
got
a lot of
300
spin outs there too.
You
Especially
got
if
300 horsepower difference.
Oh, OG Holiday says he got booted. Like they kicked you? Or what happened?
Looks like Tommy Pulte he dropped for packet loss.
Here we go. Lights are off. We're going to get ready to do it one more time. 15 cautions. Adam, you were wrong.
Well, I'm sorry.
I'm just kidding. Matt Montgomery currently back there in ninth.
Green flag.
Here comes Chase Stinfley leading the boys to the green flag.
I meant 24, Dustin, not 14. This guy's trying to get it figured out back here. They're 3 wide. The Welchels got a sandwich there with the 22. Oop, 22 wrecking again.
22 into the 15 of Ryan Fox.
Give me your temps there, bud.
Incident review is going to be kind of long tonight.
Yep, we'll see these guys still in incident review on Thursday.
Well, let's see what happened. They're trying to split Ronnie Hurst. Ronnie in the middle. Fox on the outside. Welchel on the inside. He just slides up the track and collects the 15, and everybody else able to get by. Should be okay. Well, Ronnie towed. He's had enough.
Ronnie has left the session. You know, honestly, this track isn't, I wouldn't say worth the long incident review. I mean, the track, it is what it is, and it's showing its characteristics tonight. I mean, you literally have to race the track. You can't race anyone else, because as soon as you become complacent, that's when things happen.
Stimpley got a little bit of damage still to that rear end. He hasn't pitted since lap 97. Same for the top 3 here. Bunch of different strategies.
Yeah, man, it's a lot of different strategies.
Lights might go off this time. We'll come back around. We'll try it again for the 17th restart here. Yarbrough has the oldest tires in the top 5, but man, he's making it work. Sitting there in 4th position.
Ready, green flag.
And we're off again. Chase Stinfley with a nice jump. Eric Johnson. He's kind of running the mid-center line there now. Trying to find some speed to catch this slap wagon. Josh Yarbrough working the outside on Franklin. Franklin might be able to get around him here. I don't know. Yarbrough will have the run. Side by side.
Franklin able to do that diamond. Not as much as he has been, but
Comes up the track. Yarbrough is going to lose his run because of the 18. That's going to allow the 11 back in. I don't know. He might have him cleared here. Yarbrough looking to the inside of Johnson.
oh, we got some slides.
Caution.
Oh, Yarbrough
Yellow
did
flag.
not want that. He was cooking. Something happened to Ronnie Welchel. Said he entered pit lane. What happened here? I think he saw smoke and got a little nervous. Hit the brakes a little too hard.
Yeah, there's a truck that looks similar to his. I want to say it was Terry. Yeah, Terry's truck looks just like Ronnie's, and he ended up sliding the tires on entry, getting on the apron. I think that's what spooked Ronnie.
Oh, yeah. Jay Stinfley still out front. Makes you wonder when these guys are going to come down and get that last set. I think you got to go at least another 20 laps.
Man, yeah, it'll be later. There's 51 to go, man. It'll be later. You know, if you're up front, why go?
I mean, that's true. I think you have to time it at the same time that Montgomery's going to try to take his. That way,
That's right.
because I think you let Montgomery get back out in front here, and the race is over.
Yep. I mean, yeah, you really want to time it near the hard hitters. You know, the guys that are as competitive as you as far as time goes. Yeah, you want to pit with them or pit after them. Really. But of course, you want to save your stuff right till the end. You want to have the freshest tires coming on that last run.
Chrissy Reed says, let's go 11. Come on, Kyle.
Here we go. Pace cars.
Phantom says, the fact these guys can run full green lap races and have this many caution goes to show how challenging this track is. And that's a fact. Eric Johnson on the high line gets a little loose. Able to gather it up, drive on that high line.
Matt Montgomery pushed it 3 wide right there to try to get by Brian Ziemer. He does. He gets by both of them. Picks up 7th, so he went from 10th to 7th on that restart. Yarbrough on the inside of the 18 of Eric Johnson. Oh, and we got another car. Nope, they gathered it up. They gathered it up.
Yarbrough still working the low line. Johnson still trying to find speed on the high line. Just the run that he gets off the high line is just not letting Yarbrough slide up front. He might have it right here.
How long can he keep this up? Nah, he still doesn't have it yet. He's going to have to drive in there really deep in order to clear. Yeah, and it does. He dives it in deep. But you got Franklin up to 4th now. He's on the move.
And Eric's been trying that high line, so wonder what his right front's looking like.
About like his right rear. Hot. Hot.
Now Franklin trying to work the outside. Another caution.
37 of Michael Seymour.
Michael Seymour. What had happened? Take a look. He towed.
See, what had happened was she like to go around.
Oh, just gets a little too hard on the gas. And that is what had happened. All right. Well, while we're under this caution, I'm going to step away and do a little side-by-side commercial break. Stick around.
Would you like your advertisement on our stream? Reach out to us on Facebook. Now, let's get back to the action with Dustin and Adam.
Right, and we're back just in time. Pace car's about to pull off, and we're going to go green once more. Yarbrough on the high line this time. Going to be high on Chase Stinfley's outside. Seen Chase Stinfley get a lot of practice restarting tonight.
Green flag.
Here we go. Green flags in the air once more. Chase Stinfley on a roll. Eric Johnson on the inside of Yarbrough. Yarbrough got a little bit of wheel spinnies on that restart. Trying to make it work to get around Johnson here. It's an impressive drive by Yarbrough considering he has older tires than Johnson and Stinfley.
No, he's got newer tires now.
Oh, that's
About 30 laps.
Oh, that's what I meant. Never mind.
Yeah.
That's not what I meant.
Well,
I
we
was
got the
reading it
11.
wrong.
Yeah, got the 11 looking underneath the 18 for position. 18, man, he's making that high line work.
Yeah, he is, and I think other drivers are starting to see him do that. And Matt Montgomery loose off
Matt
the
Montgomery
corner.
loose.
Big moment for the 12. He was trying to work that high groove. Terry
Matt is
Litweiler up
extremely
to 5th.
frustrated right now.
And how about, can't count this guy out, Brandon Brock up to 7th. Cale Peterson in 8th. Now Peterson gets around Brock. Brian Ziemer in the mix. And you know, Charles Wilson has overcome some adversity tonight. Has gotten some damage on that truck. Was a lap down, I believe. Now he's got his laps back. He's on the lead lap. He is the last car on the lead lap, but damage on the truck, still cooking. Stinfley making his lead grow.
For now.
Terry Litweiler looking to the inside of the 11 of Franklin. Litweiler has like 50 lap fresher tires than these guys up front here. What is the track temperature right now?
122.
122. Wasn't it at 130?
It was. That high it hit was 131.
Oof. Here we go.
Yeah, I don't want no part of that.
Franklin makes his way around Eric Johnson. Now Terry Litweiler going to follow suit. He's on the inside. T-Lit in the 71 Serta truck. Trying to find something down there to get around Johnson.
The 11 has gotten past the 18. The 18's kind of fallen back.
Brian Ziemer
like
able
I said,
to get around Montgomery, sorry.
Yeah, the 12 is extremely frustrated right now.
He's going backwards, but I believe, yeah, Ziemer and Rother have the freshest tires out there. Took him at 168.
Yeah, Rother passes on track right now by a couple tenths.
And I think that might have been their second set. So, we get another caution. We're probably going to see Stinfley and the guys who haven't taken tires take them.
11 sideways on the exit of 2, which lets the 71 get on his outside. 71 with a huge run on the exit of 4, man. That was a very nice exit. The 71. He's up higher than we've seen. He's up in that third groove.
Fresher tires, but Franklin's still holding on.
I haven't seen anybody race up there in that third groove, and man, he's got it going on.
Oh yeah, making it work. Now Ziemer to his inside. He just waited, took his moment. Brian Ziemer up to 4th place. "25 laps remaining. Are we going to go green the rest of the way?"
Impossible.
What do you think, chat? Yay or nay,
Oh,
chat?
nope. We got a lawnmower. We got a lawnmower on the backstretch. Looks like the 21.
Drew Kuhn.
I'm looking at this battle between the 12 and the 18. My, oh my. What a battle here. The 12 loose on entry, the 18 tight on exit.
I wonder if Montgomery has a set of tires left if we were to get a caution here. Yeah, Johnson super loose off the exit. Brian Zemer looking to the high line. Can't get around Franklin. Zemer's going to get caught in a
Got
trap.
nowhere to go.
Hey,
Oh,
Franklin
man.
gets turned.
Caution somewhere for the
Wow.
Wow. That's all that's all we can say.
Take a look. From the blimp. Franklin just came up a little too high, it looked like. Stop. Uh-oh. Usually have this. That'll work. Yeah, 11 just comes up a little too high, and Zemer was there. The other drivers have pitted. Now Brian Zemer to the lead. Chase Stimpley on pit road, probably grabbing his last set. There he goes, taking tires.
I mean,
Matt
Brian's only
Montgomery.
got 24 on his tires.
Yeah. So, seeing Zemer out front. Chase Stimpley grabs tires. So does Montgomery. That'll make this interesting. Brian Zemer, like you said, doesn't have that many laps on his tires. How many?
24.
Ronnie Hurst says, go get him, 77. Josh Yarbrough there. He might have taken tires too that last stop. And I think if he took tires, these guys are in trouble.
Yep, Yarbrough took tires. Chase, Matt Montgomery, Eric Johnson, Kel Peterson, Brandon Brock, and Kyle Franklin got tires and damage.
It's shaking up pretty crazy up here. We got the 55 of Brian Zemer leading the way. Terry
My pick.
Detweiler in second. Sean Rother, phenomenal driving tonight's got him up to third. Charles Wilson in fourth. Like I said, he's overcome adversity and he's right back up in it. Josh Yarbrough to fifth. Chase Stimpley in sixth. Eric Johnson in seventh. Montgomery eighth. Brandon Brock in ninth. And Kel Peterson is your top 10.
green.
Back out front, Zemer leading the way on this green flag restart. Stimpley looked like he slid the tires just a little bit. Spun.
Not a good restart on the outside, though. Oh, is they're beating and banging back here.
Chase Stimpley dives it in deep. He's going to get
Three
sideways. He's trying to get a run off the exit here. He knows how important the lead is. Oh.
Looking low. Oh, he slides up.
That's going to open the door for
And
Montgomery.
Matt Montgomery to the top spot. Chase Stimpley, boy, he's being quite aggressive right now.
Yes, he is. We seen earlier that Stimpley was given the bumper by the 12. Does the slap wagon repay the favor if he gets up to him? $14 to go. Brian Zemer tried to hold him off. Got knocked back to third. Yarbrough in fourth. Montgomery is cooking some laps.
Oh, Brian Zemer going around. Oh, Brian Zemer spun on the pit road.
Tell me about your car if you can.
Take a look and see what happened here. Brian Zimmer just a little too hot on entry.
What was
Oh,
this, Tokyo Drift?
lucky he didn't take out some more people. What a skill getting right back on the track.
Yeah, Tokyo Drift.
Well, that's going to shake things up a little bit up front. We got Montgomery and Stimpley going to be going for it here. You know Stimpley needs this win. Since last week, he finished in 11th.
You remember earlier when I said when Stimpley, you can tell when Stimpley pushes it because he's loose everywhere? That's it. That's the driving I'm talking about. He hasn't been driving it yet. Now he's driving it.
Hey, it's send it or end it time. You know that's what he's going to be doing. Take a look at him right there. He's getting ready for the final restart. Talking some strategy, I'm sure.
Who is crew chief?
Eric Johnson back in 5th. Take a look at him over there. The 18 pedigree truck. Lights are about to go off, and yeah, man, it's been a race. Where do they go next week, Adam?
Oh, well, let's see here. Looks like they're going to Texas.
Old Texas. Here we go, side by side, Stimpley and Montgomery. We seen last time when they were lined up like this, Stimpley had the better jump on the outside. He does have, well, no, they're even on the tire advantage, so this is going to be one heck of a race right here. Here we go, pace car's off. Here we go, green flag's out. Montgomery with a nice jump. Stimpley unable to get it, but he's going to dive it into the corner. Interesting. Yarbrough right there. Cale Peterson to his outside. Peterson trying to get third. What a run by the 99 on the high line. Trying to make it work. Yarbrough, I believe, is on older tires, maybe. Maybe not. Back out front, Stimpley looking low. It's a little too hot. 5 remain. Stimpley driving the wheels off the slap wagon. Lap truck coming on the track. There we go, 4 to go. Simply doing everything he can to get to the bumper. 3 remain. Matt Montgomery's got some lap traffic in front of him. Let's see, is this going to cause an issue? Brian Welchel slowing up to 12 a little bit. Chase Stimpley going to try to take advantage. He's right on the bumper. He's trying to move him. 2 to go. Coming to the white flag. Chase Stimpley looking to dive it deep. Stimpley gives him the bumper, gets to the outside. He's going to have the run here. We got a last lap battle. Stimpley on the high line sends it in deep. Around the 12, they're going to come off the corner. Montgomery's going to be in the lead. Stimpley looking for the cross. Montgomery's going to take the checkered flag. Whoo! What a run. What a battle at the end. It's too much speed into the corner for Stimpley. Matt Montgomery. What a drive by him tonight. Getting the bumps from Eric Johnson. Getting the bumps from everybody. He's like, back up, boys. I just want to burn out. Matt Montgomery coming back around to the checkered flag. We'll throw the donut light on for him one time. Whenever he's ready. And then we'll take a look at your results. And there it is, the 12 doing the big burnouts. See that on the wall there, Adam? The Pepsi Cola Classic.
Yeah, I see it.
Montgomery burning them all the way down. All right. Turn that off and take a look at your race results real quick. Matthew Montgomery with the win. Chase Stimpley in second place. Third place goes to Josh Yarbrough. Eric Johnson in fourth. Cale Peterson in fifth. Kyle Franklin sixth. Anthony Bennett seventh. Brandon Brock in eighth. Ninth goes to Sean Rother. Terry Litweiler in 10th. Montgomery blew the engine. 11th goes to Brian Zemer. 12th, Charles Wilson. Ronnie Welchel in 13th. Tommy Pulte 14th. Ryan Fox in 15th, Drew Kuhn 16th, Tim Merchant 17th, Brian B-Dubs Welchel in 18th, Michael Seymour in 19th, Ronnie Hurst 20th, Rob Hartley 21st, Daniel Vierkamp 22nd, Ryan Eberhard 23rd, and Jordan Bridges 24th. Mr. Bolton did not join us tonight. All right, let's get your third place finisher in here. Maybe. Josh Yarbrough, man, what a race you had tonight. You were pretty quick there towards the end, just unable to get around those two there at the end. Man, take us through your race tonight.
It started with, okay, these guys are pitting a little too early, I feel, so I'm just going to keep staying out because track position was king. Came down, I think, at lap 127. Got very lucky on that one because that's when the caution came out. I was running on fumes. I think I had 3 or 4 laps of fuel left, so it would have been a green flag and done for me.
That's rough, man. You had some people in there cheering you on. Ronnie Hurst was cheering you on from the chats there. I think he got caught up in an incident, knocked him out the race, but man, how tough was it out there? We've seen a lot of drivers with their hands full.
Yeah, it was pretty tough, I think, for the first 70 or so laps because people were just, trying to take every inch they could, just not giving each other the room they needed. You got one guy that would take a low line right on the apron, and then you got another guy that's like, I think I'm actually going to go halfway up from that and screw the top side up and all that. But, once we got some repetition in there, people were able to keep it straight, keep it clean, except for when spins happen. But, I mean, these tires over long periods of time do not do very well.
No, we've seen that with a lot of trucks, and I think part of it, too, was getting the heat on them. Once they got hot, it was hard to control. Adam, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, you're probably right. I really don't know how the heat works in iRacing, so I have no input there.
Well, Adam, I don't know if it's like what it is at Iowa. Iowa, the tire wears can be crazy, but it does. You get that right front and that right rear hot, it gets up to about like 250 or so, and they'll be hard to
Yeah,
control.
that's just past the prime temperature for the tires. So anything above that, you're gonna start dropping like a rock. I mean, and it's like that here. It's not, it's not nearly as banked as Iowa is. So the high line burns the rears, and the bottom burns the front.
Yeah, just got to pick and choose which one you want to burn.
Oh
That's
yeah.
right. It whatever fits your driving style.
Next week you guys go to Texas. How do you feel about that? That's Legacy, Texas, by the way.
I don't really remember Legacy, Texas too much. I know race not too long ago at the new Texas, and that went pretty good. I think Legacy was a little bit easier to drive, maybe, so hopefully that'll look up.
Oh yeah. Well, we look forward to watching it, and man, congratulations tonight, P3. Adam, you got anything else for him?
Man, yeah, good solid finish, man. Perseverance. That's what you got you that P3. So
Oh, I
good
agree.
job staying out of that stuff, man.
Yeah, fortunately, it was all behind me pretty much where all that incident was happening. I think there was one or two that I had to dodge, but after that, it was smooth sailing.
Oh yeah. Well, man. Well, good luck to you next week. Congratulations tonight on P3. That should help your playoff points, and we'll see how that see if that'll get you the bump into the top 5 if you're not already there.
I think I was P4, so that should keep me either there or maybe even P3.
Yeah, I think it might jump you to P3. Yeah,
I'm hoping.
You're pretty close there to old Brandon Brock. So, all right, man. Well, any shout outs you want to give tonight?
Yep. First and foremost, I want to give a shout out to my teammate Ronnie Hurst. Unfortunately, it was one of those nights where he got caught up in a lot of other people's stuff. I think he may have had one or two on him, but his truck got out of shape from dealing with the other stuff. I also want to shout out you guys for putting on these amazing broadcasts. Can't wait to go back and watch this one after settle into bed and all that. And finally, I'd like to thank my wife for sticking by. She's been in the chats. I think she's that Miss Bill or something. And she's rooting me on from on screen and in the house.
Awesome. She gonna partake in the ladies event?
I will talk to her about that. I completely forgot because I've been on a trip with Ford Motor Company for the technicians, so it slipped under my radar.
All right, man. Well, great job tonight, and we'll see you next Tuesday.
Thank you. You guys take care.
See you, buddy. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, your third place finisher, Josh Yarbrough. Now we got to get to second place. Y'all already know who it is. Chase Stinfley, everybody. Maybe we'll throw him up on the screen too. In the booth with us, Chase Stinfley, your second place finisher tonight. Man, we seen you diving it in there like crazy. Man, how important was track position tonight?
Oh, it was huge. Late in the run, and it being a short track, man, there's one optimal way around. And if you can get that covered off, yeah, that's the juice right there, man. But what a show, right? I mean, come on with it. What a show.
It was definitely interesting to watch. When we got the green flag runs, we got a lot of really good racing tonight, especially there at the end. You were trying to give it to Montgomery, and looked like you were trying to get him with the bump and run, but just couldn't get it cleanly.
Yeah, I definitely gave him the bumper. It registered, and that's a short track deal right there, man. And, white flag lap. But you always want to keep, at the end of the day, all these guys are my bros. You know what I mean? I am not going to send a guy to orbit to win a race with all my bros. So I did. I gave him the bumper, and that's just to be expected, I think, with the short track racing. But definitely kept it behind the line. You know what I mean? I don't even want to flirt with the, outcome of that and whatnot. So that's how we race it at the Outcast Motorsports iRacing League, man. We're right there. We're getting our elbows out, and we're giving it all we got. But we're all bros out there hanging out and having a good time and laying it down. So we always try to keep that respect out there 100%.
Absolutely, and that's what I figured. You don't want to spend somebody on the last lap for the win, even though it is playoff time. But
Yeah,
yes,
not gonna happen, man. That ain't
yeah,
gonna happen with the bros, man.
for sure.
But super big hats off to him. Sorry, Dustin, but
You're good.
excellent job. Like if you guys were watching, that's how you defend. We were on equal tires, and he took the optimal way around. And when I showed a nose, he was right there. You know what I mean? Taking the lane away. So that was a really good job of defending by him. And yeah, we just fell a little bit short. But dude, I am so happy that we made it through. Relatively clean. And it was pretty hairy out there at times. So we got lucky to get through this one, I think.
Absolutely. I got another question for you. It's regarding them shades, man. Man, they look like they got a little amber tint or some gold tint. Like those are the ones I want. I need the link.
So, the 7-Eleven is now open 24/7 a couple minutes outside of town. So I had to take a stop and take a look at the, display case. I was like, okay, those fire iridium ones. And we got another pair that we're going to unleash probably maybe Thursday. I reckon Thursday. So you guys want to tune in to see what color we got on for Thursday. And we'll make sure to mix them up. And just a shout out from my streaming channel there, Slap and Tickle 91 on Twitch. If you subscribe to the channel, you put your name in for a drawing at the end of each season, the truck season and the Gen 4, to win a pair of signed Spit Vipers at the end of the season, Outcast season. Yeah.
Let's go. Yeah, I'm going to have to send you some money. I'm going to need a pair of those.
Oh, dude, free of charge. Come on now. The man with the golden mic. And yeah, Adam up there, bro. You guys hit me up with the address and I'll send them your way, man. Don't even sweat it. You guys are killer.
All right, I appreciate that. Adam, what do you got for Chase here tonight?
Oh man, simply Stimply.
Like that.
Another good performance, man. And I was telling Dustin earlier when we were riding along with you. I said, man, look at his wheel. He's not even trying. He's not even driving. I said, when he drives it, you know it, because the car's loose in and out. And at the end of this run, we saw it. That's your driving style. That's how you like it. If it's not on the edge, you don't like it.
Well, I will tell you one thing. Every chance I get, I'm going to give credit where credit is due. I was not driving oval cars like this before I started this league. These guys out here, Eric, Hartley, and Charles and Terry, and just watching all these guys out here, you try to take a little bit from what each one of them are doing, and the feedback that they've given me. That, like I said, yeah, that is my driving style now, but they were the foundation that developed that by giving me pointers and getting out there and showing me how it was done when I was first starting out.
Nice.
Well, yeah. Well, Eric Johnson calls you Daddy Spice in the chat once more. And, man, the floor is yours for all your shout-outs, man.
So to start it off, Eric Sweetie Johnson, he told me I had to put the damn twang, or the dadgum twang on it. And so I put the twang on it for you there, Sweet Heat. But just like the generator, I think it was last week, man, that dude, if you want to see how to adapt to circumstances and do the strategy right, take a look at that guy. He's always up there, even if he gets beat up through the race. So huge hats off to him. Huge hats off to Matthew. Made him earn it tonight, but if I'm going to finish second to somebody, it definitely tipped the cap to him tonight. He done a hell of a job, or a heck of a job, sorry. And yeah, just going through the sponsors. Pinnacle Wraps, man, keeping the slap wagon looking tight. Drew over there does a great job. Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds for supporting the league, man. I look forward to this. Like, I had the crappiest day at work, and I knew that tonight was a league night, and I would hang out with the bros and get out there and race, and that's what kind of gets you through it. And you fellas up there, Adam, Dustin, and all the guys that helped you with the intros and everything, man, is out of this world. I screen recorded them, and I got them saved on my phone for both nights, man. That was outrageous. So thanks to you guys. And then, yeah, Outcast Motorsports League, man. Like, this was a really tough track. So you can definitely hang your hat on that if you're a viewer, that it was tough out there. If you see these guys, getting squirrely here and there, it was hot and it was mean. So, it was tough, but when 210 laps, man, it's elbows out, short track. And then, got to thank the Lord for all the blessings. Like always, man, he's number one, dude. He's the guy that we're chasing, kind of chasing after, trying to live the right way and stuff. And then the old lady, love you, babe. Appreciate you keeping the comments lit up and everything and all your support. So that's all I got, guys. Thank you.
All right, Chase, appreciate you, man. We'll look forward to seeing you Thursday night in the Gen 4s. And, yeah, good luck to you next week at Texas as well.
Hey, thank you, guys. Appreciate all you do. We'll talk to you later, hopefully.
All right, Chase. See you. Chase Stimpley, everybody. Now we got to get Matt Montgomery in here. He's live. I'm gonna kick him from his live. Mr. Montgomery, Dustin and Adam in the booth. Sorry, I knew you were live down there, but I pulled you anyway. Man, you had a fast truck tonight, and you made it happen there at the end when it counted.
Yeah, that was probably the hardest I think I've ever had to drive for a win. I thought it was pretty much wrapped up there, and then lap traffic definitely threw a wrench in whatever happened there. Shout out to obviously the 91 he could have easily sent it and just shot me up the hill, but he gave me room to get back down and let us race for it. Because like I said, when it's coming down to that, I was expecting room from lap traffic and didn't get it. So that was rough. Like I said, the whole deal tonight was when you took your tires and track position, you had to be really in that front row to have a shot at the lead. Maybe if you're in the second row, you've got a shot if something happens, but super, super difficult track. Tires wore out after 5 to 10 laps. If you pushed at all, they were worn out after 2 laps, it felt like. Super loose on exit. I know me and Eric over there in the 18, we were fighting. We're back there fighting for 7th or 8th, just trying to keep track position with 90 lap tires just sliding everywhere. That's probably the most fun I had all night was racing with Eric there. But yeah, like I said, the whole reason I was able to get that down, I thought the 91 was probably the truck to beat all night. But he was racing the 55 there, and they're both obviously going for a win. And when he slid up, with new tires, I had enough grip to just rip the bottom and get up front, and just barely hold on to the lead there in those last 11 or 12 laps. But this is by far the most satisfying win, I think, just because of how difficult this track is and how much I was struggling for grip and for pace tonight. So this is huge, especially with it being in the chase.
Yeah, and you just now you kind of get, not saying you can go easy or anything like that, but it kind of gives you a little bit of breathing room, I think, going into the next race.
A little bit, for sure, but it's one of those things too where you've got to keep pushing because the way the championship race is going to work, every win you can get in the chase is going to be 2 bonus points going into that night, and so maintaining the points lead. I think if you're first, second, third, fourth, it goes down by 2 each spot running into that race, and so every win I can get in this chase, and even if this is the only one, it's still 2 more points than I had coming into the night. So just at this point in the season, there is no taking it easy at all. You've got to lay it out there and go for it. And like I said, thankfully it worked out tonight because it could have gone either way.
Well, we've seen you win big tracks, short tracks, 1.5 miles. Next week you go to Texas. How do you feel about that? Old Texas too.
Yeah, Old Texas, like I said, home track. I was actually out there at the races this past weekend with some friends. That was a lot of fun. Got to meet Eric Estep and talk to him for about 20 minutes, and then ran into Ryan Blaney, which was really cool. Got to shake hands with him and get a picture. I thought that was the coolest thing ever. So shout out to Sam on that one. He called us over there. Blaney was standing around like a real small group of people. There wasn't nothing announced or nothing, and he was getting ready to head out. And Blaney was nice enough to stick around and talk to us a little bit and get a picture with us. So I thought that was amazing. I mean, I'm a Chase fan, but So at least I got to meet the friend of my favorite driver, but it was still super cool to do that. So yeah, Texas coming up. Like I said, I really like that track. I know it gets a lot of hate, but with it being the home track, especially with West Texas Pepper Traders going to be on board next week, got to make sure I run good for the peppertraders.com truck and try to keep that thing out front. And then honestly, like I said, Rockingham after that's another really difficult low grip track where tires are going to be important. So there is no easy races on the schedule. And you get to Darlington, that's the king of, or I guess Lady in Black, the queen of tire conservation and just keeping your car in one piece. You're racing the track almost as much as you're racing people around you there. So yeah, it's gonna be tough all the way through. But 3 weeks left to try and close the deal.
Right, man. We look forward to seeing you each and every week. You got fans in the stands. Jimmy Hippie says, "Hell yeah, Matt."
Jamil, what's up, dog?
Adam, you got anything for Matt here?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, I'm glad to see you back in victory lane, man. That was one heck of a battle. And I could see the frustration in your driving, right before we took those last few cautions. You kind of fell to the back, about 7th or 8th place. And I could tell you were very frustrated. But once you made it back up there, you put that aside and brought home that victory.
Yeah, I knew I think I had, because I pit a little bit for those other guys. I thought, with all the cautions that we were having, that just jumping the strategy there towards the middle of the race would be important. But we wound up having a green flag run, which obviously is going to wear the tires down more than rolling around caution pace. So I was like 10, 15 laps behind on tires. So I think I was sitting like second or third and just brought it down pit road for fuel only, just because I was a little short on fuel to make it there to the end. Of course, with the cautions, I probably would have made it. But I just took fuel only and then kind of went back and just was taking it easy there towards the back. But you expect more cautions to happen. We had another long run right there in the middle of that. And so that's when that frustration and desperation kind of kicked in. And like I said, I was racing with Eric really hard and, just every spot counted at that point because you knew, some people had already made their bed and took their tires, and then others hadn't. And so when that caution came out with about, 25 or 30 to go, everybody, there was no more like, playing on strategy. It was, now's the time to get it done. So, trying to be in front of everybody you could. So that's one less person you got to pass on tires. And so being able to start on the inside, and I said I was following the 91 through. I knew he had freshness, I knew he was fast, so I was just trying to follow him through traffic and see if I couldn't get up there and just have us race with it. And then whenever he got into it with the 55 a little bit, that opened the door for me. And thankfully, I was able to take advantage of it because there was no telling if your truck was going to have grip or not whenever you put your foot on the throttle tonight. It just, even on restarts, like I said, you've had pretty fresh tires or fresh tires. Some people were starting in second. I had to start in third because the back end of the truck would kick, and I had to completely get out of it to prevent myself from just junking it down the front stretch. So just super difficult on the truck and the tires and stuff tonight.
Yep, that's what I was telling Dustin early on. I said, whether you've got old tires or brand new tires, you go into the first turn, you're like, man, this thing's got grip. You go into the second one, and it just snaps on you.
Yeah, like I said, it felt really the only thing you got from the tires is you could roll the corners better. But fresh tires or worn tires, it was still wanting to snap on exit out of 4, which unfortunately got my teammate Jordan because he was making some moves and moving to the front whenever his thing snapped on him. And I almost had the same thing happen to me, out of 2 and out of 4 multiple times tonight. And just being able to anticipate it and get lucky and catch it, and sometimes just having to lift and lose positions because better that than a wrecked truck. But it doesn't matter how many laps you had in your tires. Corner exit was super treacherous tonight, and it took a lot of trucks.
All right, man. Yeah, it's and you did a phenomenal job from start to finish. You were up front, you were in the back, you were mid-pack, and then overall, you got to where you needed to be. Any shout-outs you want to give before we send it off?
Yeah, like I said, shout out to the whole group. I got to go watch that race with this weekend. Mr. Bridges, so Scott and Stuart, both of those guys, it was really, really fun hanging with them. And then Sam, Jordan, Don, John, Matt, Jamil, all those guys. My amazing, beautiful, perfect wife over here for tolerating me turning in circles for a couple hours a night a week. And then obviously tonight, E-Racing Designs. So huge shout out to Rob Evans for making a really, really cool truck and getting to run it a couple times this season and winning in it twice. I said, so shout out to him. Maybe the scheme's worth a couple tenths. So at E-Racing Designs on Instagram. And then I-45 Inc. in Houston. So at Big Johnny 95. Check his stuff out on Instagram. If you're in the Houston area, you want a tattoo, that is the dude to talk to. Super cool. And does a really good job with his craft. And then obviously a huge shout out to West Texas Pepper Traders. Like I said, peppertraders.com. If you can't, get them online, or like I said, if you live in Texas, you got an HEB, go to your local HEB and find them on the shelves there. I highly recommend the bread and butter jalapenos. They're amazing. And yeah, outside of that, man, you guys for putting on an awesome broadcast, and then Outcast for putting on good races week in and week out. Said super tough track, and it was still a really good race. In other situations, or whether it's official or the leagues, this winds up being a parade of caution laps. And we still had a bunch of cautions tonight, but we had a lot of green flag racing too. And so just a huge shout out to the entire group for that.
Right on, man. Well, it was fun watching you, and we look forward to seeing you next Tuesday night. See if you can get another back-to-back win here. And, man, hope you enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll see you next Tuesday right here in Zero X.
All right, man. Appreciate y'all.
Thanks, buddy. Matt Montgomery, everybody, your winner for tonight. Man, Adam, you called it from the get-go. It was crazy. Tiffany finally got all of her wrecks.
20 cautions.
20 cautions. Don't expect to see that in Texas. I think we'll go green from start to finish. But, yeah, shout out to Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds. Thanks for coming along with Outcast Motorsports. Make sure you go over to the website. Check that out today. That is GeorgiaMountainFairgrounds.com. Go see what they have to offer. A bunch of stuff. Rhododendron Festival. I know you love me saying it. You only got a few more days to go check that out. And then the Hiawassee Pro Rodeo, May 24th and 25th. Shout out to my buddy Adam here. Thanks so much, man, for joining me each and every week.
My pleasure.
All the drivers out there did a fantastic job tonight, putting on a show for all the fans. And everybody watching, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. If you haven't already, hit that subscription button. We're like 5 away from 200. Help us hit that goal. And if you were here start to finish, we appreciate you so much. Share it with somebody. Come back Thursday night, and you'll see these drivers, or some of these drivers, try to do it all over again right here in North Wilkesboro in the Gen 4s. Adam, it's all you, man.
All right. Well, that's a wrap from the virtual track. I want to thank Zero X Media for keeping us live on Tuesdays and Thursdays and all the hard work that they do. And I also want to thank Outcast Motorsports for keeping us as busy as we are with action-packed racing on those Tuesdays and Thursdays. And most of all, I want to thank my incredible wife for riding every lap with me on and off the sim. So, everyone, this is Zero X Media signing off. Stay sharp, stay fast, stay clean, and we'll catch you at the next green flag.
See you guys.